Hi. This is kind of like a bit of a football rant, really. 2018. There's been a lot of speculation about football in this country getting a winter break for a couple of months, because players are getting tired with internationals and a lot more games, and there's a lot of top teams are saying about it. Now, I'm of an age. I'll keep bringing it up, but I am of an age where it just seems like we are watching football and it's not politics and it's not how much players get played. We watch it because we want to see our team win. We want to see our nation win, or we want to see, other teams from other nations play, like in the World Cup and stuff like that. So I've been thinking before making this video that, what I was going to say. I don't script anything. I'm just average Joe, really. I'm just somebody who sits in front of there. I haven't got professional equipment. I haven't got, I just make YouTube videos. I don't want to make any money out of it. I just love sharing things and people feedback and, negative or positive. I don't mind. It's what keeps the world turning. But these teams have got a very big squad. So I keep hearing about rotation and having a number one team and a number two team. Now, the team I support has quite a lot of money behind it. Has got a lot of really good players. But they don't play them as much. They play a number one team that's played, like say there's a player who's played nearly every game of the season. But they're going to get tired because they're playing every game of the season. But if you've got a rotation scheme, if you've got 25, nearly 30 players, as some teams do, they have a massive squad. They just seem to buy them and then never play them. Why aren't you rotating your team? Why do you need to play a certain striker or a certain goalkeeper or a certain midfield all the time? If you bought these other players, they all fill in. You could sit down with a bit of paper, write all these names down, the positions they play, and you could come up with about 3 really good teams. And I was thinking, well, if you rotate your squad a bit more, don't buy a player for £50 million and leave him sitting on the bench. He's going to get fed up. Then you're going to get politics behind the scenes. You're not playing your top-rated players. Then you get the influence from the board of the team you support, putting their weight. Or they influence who you buy. Or the manager doesn't, has a certain way. It just seems really silly that football's got more politics than actual football. I don't even watch football as much as I used to pay to watch football quite happily. Any team. I'd sit if there was genuinely when United won the Champions League and came from behind. I was there. I'm not a Man United supporter. I can appreciate what they did that day, and I supported them. Surely it's about the football. So this is only a little rant. If people share it on their football websites or whatever, that's great. Because my only argument is, if you've got a squad of nearly 25, 30 players, you've got younger players who can't get into the team because you're buying expensive players, and then they've got nowhere to go. They go up to like 21 or something like that, and then they can't get any more games. I just think that's silly. I think football in-house needs to sort of sit back and go, right, we've got a good academy. We can take one from that. Yes, he's not a name, but he'll score goals for you. Well, that's what it's about. It's not about having a big, £80 million player. Yeah, we all appreciate they have a small career. But at least they can do is within the senior management. I mean, I watch a lot of women's football. And I just call it football. I don't call it women's football, men's football, children's football. I just call it football. Because the game at the end of the day is 2 nets, scoring each, get the highest amount of goals, win. So it's not complicated. And that's been my argument. It's like, why have we got the world so complicated with, sitting there with laptops and sitting there with deciding? It's just gone bonkers. At the end of the day, it's 11 people on either side. And a referee and 2 linesmen, or women, or linesperson, as it is now. So that's my rant. I know I probably won't get many views, and I'm not really bothered, but I just want to get across that if you've got a massive squad, play them. Don't keep going on, oh, you need a break, you need this. If you've got, you know, a really good midfielder and you've got another really good midfielder, well, rest that one, put that one on. You're allowed to. You do it before the game, don't you? You pick your team. You know, don't put people in the wrong position. You've got somebody sitting there who's been brought to fill a gap. Play them. That's my. I think teams need to just get a bit more on board. So that's my football rant. I know it's not very interesting, but it means a lot to me. You know, I say it to my friends or work colleagues or stuff like that. You know, we have discussions, and end of the day, I think if you've got a massive squad, rotate them. Don't put them on pedestals. Then they're only human beings. Mix your team up. If you don't get a game for a couple of games, but you know you're going to get a game, you're going to be more happy. So that's my kind of discussion. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you in the next video.